Everything is set for the Formula One event in Melbourne as teams and drivers prepare to face the challenges of the third round of the current racing campaign. This weekend, finally on Sunday, after the Bahrain and Saudi Arabia races took place on Saturday, the Australian Grand Prix will be held at the beautiful city circuit of Albert Park. The track in the land of kangaroos shares some characteristics with the Jeddah circuit. To perform well, it is crucial to have a very efficient car. The Australian track consists of 4 high-speed zones, where drivers can use DRS to facilitate overtaking. These straights are generally connected by corners that do not require extended periods of downforce. The aerodynamic configuration to be used is therefore of medium downforce or medium-high downforce for some teams based on the characteristics of their cars. The goal is to reduce drag at the expense of some speed points in the mid-corner. Given the similarities with the Saudi Arabia track, considering the solidity of the Red Bull RB20 car, it is clear that Max Verstappen remains the favorite to secure his 3rd race win of the season. Scuderia Ferrari seems to intend to adopt a less conservative race strategy as compared to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2 weeks ago. The objective of the prancing horse, in fact, is to try to challenge for the 2nd position against the weak link of the Milton Keynes team, namely Sergio Perez, although it must be said that in this start of the season, the Mexican seems to have improved his performances, especially compared to the second half of the previous championship. Albert Park is a city circuit located in the south of the state of Victoria. It stretches over a total length of 5,303 meters, composed of 14 corners, 9 right-handers, and 6 left-handers. The race is run over 58 laps, for a total of approximately 307 kilometers. The experience from the previous season, combined with the fact that the track is not very abrasive on the tires, indicates that a one-stop strategy is likely, starting the race with the medium tires and ending the 2nd stint of the Australian Grand Prix on the hards. The tire compounds provided by Pirelli are C3 hard, C4 medium, and C5 soft, which are softer compared to last season. This factor could shuffle the cards in race strategy. Additionally, the track has average values in terms of tire stress, with the left rear tire being the most solicited. With the help of telemetry, we analyze the Australian track to understand its peculiarities. When the lights go out, the driver in pole position starts on the outside, with a distance of about 350 meters separating him from turn 1. An optimal start should guarantee him maintaining the lead. However, those starting on the inside also have an excellent opportunity to gain a position, with better traction and late braking. On a flying lap, drivers cross the finish line at about 310 km/h with the drag reduction system open. The braking phase begins at about 70 meters, reducing speed by about 140 km/h. After turn 2, drivers can open the DRS and face the high-speed zone towards turn 3, where, with a good braking, there is a clear opportunity for overtaking during the race. Drivers begin braking at about 80 meters, slowing down by about 200 km/h. Once the apex is found, it is necessary to control the car, which tends to lose grip. Therefore, a front pointing is preferable to avoid understeer. In addition to this factor, it is important to have a well-balanced rear end to be able to press the gas pedal without suffering from excessive rotation. Finally, to tackle turn 4, the throttle is partially applied, while turn 5 is taken flat out, trying to keep the car sliding without losing speed. Since the last edition, the new layout of the track has considerably simplified the central sector. This portion of the track is now the fastest, and drivers tackle it with the throttle fully open for almost 90% of the time. The only challenging turn of the 3rd sector is turn 6, which is approached very similarly to turn 1, although the wider radius allows for about 40 km/h more at the apex. Approaching turn 6, drivers brake after the 50-meter board and take the corner in 6th gear. On exit, the car is directed towards the apex of turn 7, paying attention to avoiding the track limit sensor. Then begins a section of the track to be taken flat out using the drag reduction system. This part of the circuit consists of some high-speed corners that require little steering angle and a balanced car. The last third of the track is the most technical. It includes fast and slow corners. Turn 9 is undoubtedly the most challenging due to the high-speed weight transfer, first to the right and then to the left. This imbalance of the car, due to the corners, can trigger a dangerous pendulum effect that would send the car towards the barriers. On exit from turn 10, the use of DRS is allowed for the last time, to facilitate drivers in overtaking at the Albert Park turn 11. The latter is the first of the two slow corners of the third sector and is taken in third gear, cutting very close to the curb on entry to get on the throttle as soon as possible. On exit, drivers struggle with oversteer and traction and must again pay attention to surpassing track limits. At turn 12, however, it is sufficient to partially apply the throttle, where a well-balanced car avoids grip losses at the center of the corner. Finally, at turn 13, the slowest corner of the circuit is tackled by drivers. The front-end kinematics are maximized to generate the most mechanical grip, capable of ensuring good rotation of the car. On acceleration, drivers must manage the tires, which tend to overheat. The aim is to carry the best speed onto turn 14 and onto the final straight.